Okay, we are live on 4 different channels. I'm just kidding. All right. There's usually like a song right here, so we're not even, we won't even see us yet. Stretch your hands out, shake it out. Raina's gonna sing a song. All right. Welcome to the Clifton Park Spark. I am your host, Tone, and we're about to go off script. Today, I'm joined by not one, not two, but 3 guests, and one of them is my wife. They have an event coming up in Albany on May 8th, so we'll be chatting about that and more. And first, let's have you introduce yourselves to the viewers. And I was going to say, to save time, why don't you all just do the intros all at the same exact time? Just kidding. No, unless you want to. Miranda, first, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you are here. And it's nice. Thank you for coming on this podcast. It's not really a podcast.
Of course. Thank you for having me. My name is Miranda Von Fricken. I'm the founder of Own Your Awesome. I do personal branding and LinkedIn strategy for entrepreneurs, executives, and businesses. I'm a 2-time best-selling author, a global keynote speaker, and the host of the Own Your Awesome podcast. I'm here because we are having a fabulous event that everyone needs to be at on May 8th, and I'm excited to talk about it and share what we can do for business owners.
It's awesome. 2 published books, huh?
Yes. Wait, hang on. I got them. Boom.
Nice. Is there going to be a third one?
You know there's going to be a third one.
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on.
already in the middle of my 3rd and 4th. Actually, there's like 3 I'm in the middle of.
God.
I got 10 in my head. I just got to get them out on paper.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, well, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Raina Chickaroni, my beautiful wife. What's going on?
So thanks for inviting me, Tone, to your podcast. So, hey, everyone. I am Mrs. Chickaroni. I'm also the owner of 3-Tone Digital. And when I'm not creating websites, I am creating events like this. Off Script is a great collaboration with Miranda and Jennifer, and we're so excited to talk more about what makes it unique. It's our first time ever launching this type, and it's really needed within the community. So we're excited to jump into it. And Jennifer,
Talk about off script.
I started feeling that tickle in my throat.
You're like, okay. So my name is Jennifer Hendricks Fogg. I am a burnout and resilience speaker and coach. I am a certified special needs life quality coach. I'm an advocate in the special needs space. Primarily, I also have been with Aflac for over 14 years. So I have a long history in sales. I won't tell you how old I am. It's definitely double that. I'm also the founder of a nonprofit called the Logan Strong Foundation. Started in honor of my son, who's a cancer survivor. And I too am a published author. Hold on, let me get my books. Now I gotta get mine. We gotta put on the prepared notes. Where you going, girl? Off script. Yay! We're excited. Good times. All right.
Ocho. What was the other one? Ocho and what?
Ocho and Tiny Miracles. So Tiny Miracles is about the first 5 years of my journey with our son going through cancer and how he beat it. And then Ocho is a children's book based on a crocheted octopus that was gifted to him as a companion that got him through his journey. So we want to share it with the world.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so just to let you know, after this, we not only publish the podcast, but we also do a whole optimized post on cliftonparkspark.com, which we will link to all the books that are available.
Awesome.
And yeah, so all right, amazing. That's cool. I'm sad I don't have a published book. I feel like I'm left out of the party.
I can help you with that. You definitely have other things that I can't do for sure, like this. So all good.
Yeah. Someday. We've been talking about writing a book someday soon. All right. So off script, I am a big part of it, actually. I will be there doing video and creating one-off apps that are going along with it. So I am also ultimately involved in it. But I do want to say, either any of you can answer this question. What exactly is it that somebody is going to get? Like, all the words aside and, these nice words that we use, like you're going to come out different, but what are the actual things that people get when they leave and they're like something functional? I could say, oh, I went to this and now I left with this. Take it away. Who's going to take that one?
So I call it a media and branding day, right? In its simplest forms, it is collecting evidence of your awesomeness. And so whether that is through video, through content, through photography, like we all need these assets um, to prove that we are the ones to hire as business owners. And without these assets, you can be the best kept secret and no one's going to buy your services or your products because there's no proof. There's no connection. I mean, you need them for social media. You need them for your website. You need them for, even your personal brand, walking into a room. We need all of this in order to visibly make it obvious who we are, what we do, and who we serve. And so each of us have a specialty, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little more. And we thought, let's bring it all together and do this huge branding day, including assets for the VIP ticket holders in order for them to walk away with, their website audited and reconfigured, like strategy wise, their personal brand, their LinkedIn, their sales strategy, and then have photos, video clips, and just anything else that they may need specifically through conversation to walk away with to be able to elevate their business and profit a little bit more from the proof of their presence on either social media or in the rooms.
Great answer. So it's like tangible
Yeah.
assets, digital
Yeah.
assets they're going to walk away with that they can use for anything. For whether I know you're much into LinkedIn, but they can use it for their website, social media, or just to update their dating profile if they really want to. Right?
Please
Sure, why not?
come. Please come for that
They want
because
to be consistent across
we
the
all need
board,
to.
but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people on LinkedIn that I know personally that they are using 20-year-old pictures and they don't look like that anymore, so it's a
That's
trust thing.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm actually, like I said, I am involved in this. So Raina and I do create the digital side. So I actually made the portion of it that the VIP members will go into what those are, but they can go in and then download all their assets. So the only part left is to actually create the assets and record them in photography and put them on the VIP site. So what is a VIP? Are you still accepting VIPs?
We are still accepting VIPs. Right now we have 3, but definitely if you feel like you need your media and you need digital sales or branding support, we will accept you arms open wide to come be one of our VIPs. Also, we just last week we launched our audience tickets. So those are $49 and that is all the way up to the event. So those are filling up as well. We do have a cap, so it's best to get it early as possible if they can.
What does an audience member get? They don't get pictures and video, correct?
Well, they are going to be part of the video experience because we're always recording everything we do here, but they can be seen in the video, but they come for the full panel experience. We are going to have some beverages, so that will be available. It's best to get your ticket early so you can tap into that perk and just networking with other women-owned businesses is going to be another part of that panel experience.
So the way I described it to someone the other day was the audience gets access and the VIP gets implementation and execution. I'm like, what was the word I used? Execution. So, but really it's implementation. So if you have the $49 ticket, which is like nothing, you're in the room. You get access to the spark, to the energy, to the information, to the training. You're going to hear the panel on personal branding. You're going to get an open time for Q&A so there is definitely some opportunity to level up your business. And it honestly, sometimes it just takes one room, one conversation, overhearing somebody's answer to a question, and it sparks that idea within you. So sometimes you can get a lot from just being a part of the audience and being in that room. So although we do have it's a smaller room, we can only fit about 30 people or so. So those tickets are going to sell out pretty fast. So I highly recommend if anyone's interested to grab those. The VIP gets the done for you implementation work. So you get all that cool stuff I just described for the audience, but you also get to walk away with some pretty cool stuff. We got swag bags. We got this like fancy box that Rain is filling with all these tchotchkes and all of our books, and just access to like us before the event to us after the event. You're getting some one-on-one strategy, some really big things like, I mean, a personal branding photo shoot alone can be like $3,000. You're getting all of that and
Right.
video and more for like a fraction of the cost of one piece if you were going separate. But getting us all together, this is just like a ridiculous. Next year we are totally raising the prices, girls. I'm just saying that now.
Yeah, I think that's the key too. I think that is something that needs to be said, that private photo, like if you book a photographer to come down, they charge a lot. We didn't know this until we started looking around for photography prices, and for a whole day for the stuff that they're getting for this, like there's different scenes. And I kind of want to, there's a video I'm going to show in a second. We went to this, so it's a great office, 69 State Street in Albany, expansive. There's two different floors. It's legit. It's like modern and stuff. So I'm just going to play this video. This is the behind the scenes that we were doing that day. Let me know if you can see it. So it's like each one of those scenes, how do I get this off? There we go. Each one of those scenes that you saw with the sign behind it, the offices, the kitchen area even, is a place that you as a VIP member or attendee can go and get a whole, I just want to say photographic for some reason, but like a photography session that at the end, you're able to download these assets and use them however you want, right?
Yeah, and to just add on to that, we have Wakina from Host and Gather. She is the event coordinator for Off Script. And there is more thought into that. This week, our three VIPs are meeting with a photographer and they're learning more about their goals for those scenes. So each scene is going to be geared towards that woman's goals on how she wants to be seen. And Wakina comes in because she's going to set the scene. She's going to bring in the props and make sure that those things are set up and make sure that the flow of the event goes as planned. So it's a lot of coordination, a lot of moving parts happening, but we've had months to plan it. So it does, it's taking a lot of planning, and but having experts who know what they do is so crucial for this. And that's why we have Lindsay, who is our off script photographer, and then Wakina Jackson, who is the owner of Host and Gather, and also our sponsors too, which we'll get into a list of those when we get there.
And
Yeah.
just to like, so you said a few times the three VIPs, that's not even including the 6 other women that are going to be in the room previous to us selling the VIP tickets. So technically there's about 9 or 10 of us that are going to be in the room for the first half of the day, plus our sponsors who are going to be there as well, and those people helping us. So you being in the room, if anybody who buys a ticket, being in the room with this smaller, more intimate group, it's amazing to have these assets. Like that's a no brainer. But just being in the room with about, I'm going to say like 10 to 15 business owners whose sole purpose is to elevate their brand and their business together, it is truly like a full day mastermind as well as a learning experience with some amazing photos and video. And of course, champagne toast and food and all that good stuff. But like the fact that you're just going to be in this room, I know it's crazy. Like I'm really annoyed that we're charging so little, but I'm just kidding. No, but like the just being in the room with this smaller group, this original group, this half day group, um, is probably priceless, to be honest, because the things that are going to come out of our mouth discussing our businesses, our goals, where we want to go, our sales strategy, our outreach, our visibility, like it's kind of like a mix of EO, WPO, like any chamber, any business review event, like all in one, like any woman's, event that you've ever been to with a little bit of university and a little bit of like business, it's going to be ridiculous. And you're not going to get that anywhere else. We've created this perfectly for the business owner who either wants to elevate or who is even kind of new and not sure where to start and also needs some of these assets and can't really afford to go out on their own and do all these things individually. And so the fact that this first part of like the VIP half of the day is available to a few more women, because we do have a few more tickets available, kind of like jump on it now before you can't anymore. And then it's the second half of the day with those audience members that are coming in and being a part of like the fuller panel. They get to hear the first group speak and give their elevator pitch. And so I mean it's almost like a little baby Shark Tank too, if you think about it, right? Because there's just so many opportunities for this first half group to really grow their business and even get some sales from the women in the room. It's absolutely ridiculous. Is there a microphone I can
Maybe
drop? I mean, it's crazy.
I was gonna drop my microphone just now
There you
for
go.
you. Yeah, that's a great advertisement. It's like the room where it happened, like Hamilton. And you're like a LinkedIn celebrity, so it is almost like a meet and greet when it comes down to it,
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know?
I'll sign a few autographs if I must. No, I guess
Saying.
You should do
no, I
autographs.
mean, honestly, each of us have our own specialty and are experts in our own rights. Like it's ridiculous. Like our level of expertise coming together just amplifies ourselves too. Like I'm actually pumped to hear Jen's strategy, Raina's strategy for my website, like for a sales strategy, like marketing, all the things that like, yeah, I do LinkedIn, I do personal branding and business coaching. But there's things I don't do that these two women bring to the table. And even you, Tone, who's going to be there, like you may not be speaking, but I have a feeling we may be calling on you behind the camera. So I mean, the expertise. What?
He's
The
like, what?
Yeah, hello. I mean, the expertise in the room is going to be ridiculous. And so, yeah, like obviously, I love me some LinkedIn. I'm excited to be a part of this experience, and I can't wait to see the full scope of who joins us.
More than LinkedIn. I didn't mean to pigeonhole you into LinkedIn either. And I've been
No,
watching
you're
from
fine. You're
afar.
fine.
From
It
afar,
is.
I've been seeing these three women plan this event, which has been insane. Like, I don't even know how much, because I get bored easily. I'm just like, okay, next thing, next site, next site. And it's been like an ongoing, like, hey, how are you doing? Using Voxer and stuff. Hey, here's the plan for today. Let's talk about, this and that. So there is a lot that has been put into this event. And I just want to say, you can go to offscriptbrand.com. It's a site that you can register on. It has all the information about the site. You can click it. I'll have a QR code here. You can scan it with your phone. The event, just to recap that part, is on May 8th. It's in Albany, New York. It's going to be starting at, what is it, 9 o'clock? Or that's for the VIP.
For the VIPs, it's 9 o'clock, and then the panel experience is starting at 2. And one thing to just mention is that all attendees should bring their ID because we have a doorman who's going to be checking that piece of it. So make sure you bring your ID. And there is parking. There's a parking garage, and there's actually 3 different parking garages to choose from, and it's a very short walk.
We also have lunch for the VIPs also.
Yep.
That's cool. First,
Food.
when we heard it was Albany, we are like, oh no, parking. But then when we got there, we realized there's parking all around. So it's actually really easy to get there. It's a safe area. The doorman's cool. It feels very luxurious and elevated. You go up to the 14th floor. So it's the 13th and 14th floor. Awesome scenes. Like, I really love the 13th floor with that modern co working type of vibe. There's like a sign that says love on the floor. There's awesome elevator shots where you come out of the elevator, everything's glowing. There's art on the wall. So it's going to be really cool with the people that are getting pictures taken, and everybody else too, of course. Um, so
I think this is a good time to thank our sponsor. I feel like I'm one of those shows. Thank you, Expansive, our sponsor, who is providing the training suite for this amazing event for women. So we definitely want to say thank you. Um, and then just talking about lunch, Sanders Meat Market. What's special is that's another woman-owned business as well. It's a husband and wife team, and they're going to be providing our lunch and special treats. Then we have
and well, also want to say that Sanders has the only female butcher in Saratoga County.
Oh, yes, they do.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of women supporting this event. Bars Without Boundaries, another husband and wife team, who is one of our sponsors and is creating a beautiful off-script cocktail. as well as champagne. So that will be available. Then Host and Gather, Wakina Jackson. She is our event coordinator. I already said that. She's also our sponsor, Lindsay Meyer. Am I saying that right? Photography. I think so.
I don't
It's
know.
Maier. You're always
I know.
correcting me, Tony.
I know. That was a hard one though.
And then Community Loan Fund, Destiny from Community Loan Fund. She's a sponsor, and Palette. That's a lot of different types of sponsors within our community. And there's one more, and it's a woman-owned realtor, and it's HS Capital Realty. She is Hala. Remember Hala?
Holla.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. She is another local sponsor. So pretty amazing how all of this kind of came together to help support other woman-owned businesses and providing this type of education and experience. And like Miranda was saying, this has the best parts of education, but it's what's different about this event and everything else is the off script brand behind it. We're not doing things like we've seen it. We're doing it in ways that we know is a better way to communicate and is not a template type rollout situation. So we looked at all these different types of events and we pulled the best of each and created this. And that's the most exciting part about it for me is we're all creating this event and we've never experienced an event like this. And that makes me so excited to be able to share that and share our expertise and also the experience and the little surprises we have sprinkled throughout the day. So
Yeah.
I may even
I,
bring
I
my
was
confetti cannon. Just saying.
I'll light some confetti off after post production. Um, there's a couple things I want to say. I'm going back to the female butcher. Her name is Miranda too. How weird is that?
Oh,
yeah.
snap. I am good with a knife.
Yeah, and they're all cool companies. Like Bars, they're really cool, and Sanders and Host and Gather, Wakina is like really chill, and the Destiny from Community Loan Fund and Palette is just they're their own thing, you know. So it's good to have all these people in the same room and sponsors that are cool. And Hala, like nobody knows Hala probably, but she was one of our
Okay.
favorite people back a couple years ago. She still is, maybe.
I was gonna say not so much these days.
I know we don't really see her anymore, so
Well, she
but
is
we do.
now. She's a sponsor.
Yeah,
She supports you, obviously. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
yeah, we still say holla. Yeah, I was gonna say like one of the most important things I know off script, but like authenticity is like we used to say content is king and stuff with the web, and now it's becoming more authenticity is the king because of I don't need to say the word, but AI and people just using it for everything. And what it's like what is real anymore? So people just going on the camera and starting to talk. I think everybody's gravitating towards that even if you mess up on words like I just did, or even if you look like you just rolled out of bed and in an alleyway, it's
Wanted
like
to see
people
that.
crave that a little more than this whole here's my perfect picture that I used AI to do this and this and this. So I like
Well,
this whole off script
and I
type
think
thing.
I think your little video that you did of the day says it exactly, right? We're sharing the fun, the silly, the not so perfect. Like I always tell people, and you took the words out of my mouth, Tony. Like I always say authenticity is key. Like I share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's like you are who you are online and offline. So why are we not showing people the real you? And I think that that's what makes this event so real and off script because we are thinking outside of the box, but yet it's how it should be. Like,
Mhm.
why isn't this already happening? Like we're
Yeah.
each bringing different skill sets that are needed for specifically that solopreneur or even that person that works in corporate America that's looking to level up or start a new gig or get a promotion, whatever the case may be. It's adding those different assets that you need in your toolkit in order to level up. And that's really what this day is about.
There was this thought back in the day.
Great job.
Legit, seriously. Like so before AI, when we were being authentic and just ourselves and popping on camera and doing our thing, it looked like we were unprofessional, or maybe being perceived as, not the high level quality. But now we're going back to that because we realized that was actually it, because we got
Yeah.
to realize who these people were, who we were working with. I remember walking into somebody at TJ Maxx and they were like, "Oh my God, like you are the same in person as you are on LinkedIn." And I'm like, "Yeah, there's no surprise unless I'm in like sports mom mode, and then I'm usually in black or something." But like, I am the same person here on this podcast as I am on LinkedIn, as I am in person. And I usually, talk with my hands more in person, but like there's definitely a connection to what people feel when we are our most authentic self. It magnetizes people to us. And that's what we need in business. Our personal brand should be authentically magnetizing our clients. We shouldn't have to go out and hustle, as Jen would say. What? What's your line? We don't like hustle. We want
From hustle to harmony.
harmony. Yes, we want to be able to smoothly transition our clients into like lifelong partners in business. And so if we're able to get them to know, like, and trust us before they even buy from us, we're doing our job. We don't got to go out there and hustle. We're just being ourselves on camera or on LinkedIn or on any platform of choice on this podcast, and people will feel connected to us already. So that's what this event is all about. Like, the whole off script is like, I'm not trying to plug in a little script to ChatGPT and tell you this is your content. This is what you need to do to win people over. No, what you need to do is just get your butt on camera and talk to people, right? I mean, in person is best too, but this is one to many. LinkedIn, Facebook, podcast, whatever. Like, do you with a camera on, maybe a little something something for the hair and makeup and such, but like, this is how people get to know us. And then it's like literally, like, if your listeners pop in somewhere and see you, they're going to feel like they know you already, Tone, because like they've been talking to you for how long? So that's why like something like this is so valuable. And then we could supplement some of the automation with AI, but we can automate like our tasks, but we can't automate our energy or our awesomeness, is what I often say. So that's why
Ooh,
this stuff is so
you've got
important.
some great hashtags in there. We can automate this and
I
not
mean,
that.
I know.
On
This is just
fire,
what happens
pal.
when you put a camera on
And
me. I'm
that's what I
slow.
think makes this that's what make this event unique too, is that because we're bringing all of that to a core group, right? This isn't like, 30 people, 50 people, 100 people. We're limiting this to 10 VIPs. Like,
Mhm.
that's our cap. And then like Miranda said, like, I think it's 30 people in the room, or
About that, yep.
Raina, I mean, like, we want it to be more intimate because we want to create those relationships, and those relationships are what create the authenticity. And then, me, I have hashtag no filter in more ways than one, but like, I think we need to bring that out of people because you are who you are. You guys remember when Facebook first started? They're like,
No,
you
we're
have
not
to
that
be
old. I mean,
so, mind your P's and Q's. And I'm like, you are who you are. Like, I don't need a business page and a personal page. Like, I have a me page. Like, I don't need to separate the two. And it was so like the thing, oh my God, you had to have, no, why? And then even now, Miranda, I'm sure you can speak to the fact that LinkedIn is becoming a little more laid back in the regard of sharing a little more personal things as well. Not as much as, other platforms, but I feel like it's just, I think, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the word. I
oh
think
boy.
COVID did that to us. Sorry.
Yeah.
But in a good way. In a good way, I think COVID helped us become more authentic and real, to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is who I am.
I think COVID made it
And
made
yes, I do have pants on, I promise.
oh man, I was gonna say, man,
What?
I mean, COVID definitely made us give less Fs about how we show up because we were just like surviving back then. And so now I think we brought a little of that energy of the like messy is better than perfect kind of energy. Because I know, like, if you're coming at me, like you said, Tone, with those perfectly created AI visuals or graphics, infographics, whatever, those are great and they have their place. But LinkedIn loves a good selfie. and a messy bun. I'm just going to say, like, I want to work with people who are human and normal and will understand if I show up 10 minutes late because I couldn't find my glasses or something. Like, I don't want it to be like, and I came from the corporate space. I was an HR leader, and oh my God, like, geez, like I was so held back from that space, and an event like this allows us to shine a light on who we actually are and profit from that, because that's what we do as business owners, especially solopreneurs, and a lot of small businesses really heavily rely on their personal brand, but they're missing the boat on it. So that's where I'm coming from, to educate on personal brand, how to do it that feels right, feels aligned for who you are. You're not like, you're stretching yourself, but you're not creating a personal brand. You already are a brand, and everybody has a personal brand, whether they know it or not. And the question I always ask is it accurate? And the only way for you to completely confirm that it's accurate is to put it out, is to actually shine a light and give more evidence, more receipts of who you are, who you work with, the results you provide, and how fabulous you are, and that you are the one that people need to hire, because that way you are flooding the conversation with what you're putting out, as opposed to people making up their own thoughts about what you do and who you are. So I would rather have somebody Google me and see all my selfies on LinkedIn than say, oh, there's nothing out there. I don't know.
Or it's just a template thing that you can
Yeah.
see Canva.
Yep.
Like, and Miranda, you made so many good points there. In the digital breakout sessions for the VIP, I'm gonna be talking about AI and the best places to use it, because it is helpful, and we're gonna be real about that. It does help with efficiency, and you can use it, but there's like a fine line between how you use it and how it influences your brand on who you are. You don't want it to look like ChatGPT made it. Like, there are ways around it that, if prompted correctly, it can fully embody who you are and show that without being just like a template rollout using all ChatGPT brand fonts and all these things. So I'm going to go into it more, but overall, it's going to be a hot topic within my presentation, AI, as well as the must-haves in the digital world. What must you have as a business owner digitally? We're going to be talking about websites, ladies, of course.
Good.
That's going to be part of my presentation. Tony, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to hit it while it was hot.
Well, hey, I'm going to start. I'll tell you what I'm bringing then. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go. So, I've got 30 years sales experience, so I'll bring some tips and tricks. I'll chat with these women and say, hey, what's working, what's not working, who's your target audience, those types of things. But the flip side of that is I want to bring in some advocacy and self-care, because I think those things are missing, especially as a solopreneur. Because, as Miranda said before, that whole hustle culture, I do not like that word. I don't know why you have to hustle. You can work hard, but you don't have to hustle, right? Like, I don't like that word. And it's really taking care of yourself. But like, how can we take care of ourselves while creating those boundaries, right? While we're advocating for ourselves, but also bringing in those sales. And I think we nailed it earlier. It's that word authentic. And I think that is really I think that's like the theme really for this event, is just the authenticity, because it's bringing all these pieces together. And at the end of the day, you're going to walk away with like your next step. You're going to walk away with your script. You're coming off script to walk away with your script, right? Like, it's just, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
leave
a vibe
it there.
and a strategy. It's a vibe doesn't make you money. A strategy does. So you're getting the combination
and confetti.
You're getting both. You're getting both. And
confetti.
Right, like not for nothing, like authenticity is definitely it, but it's spotlighted authenticity, right? It's you, intentional authenticity in a strategy that makes your business money. And that we do that by shining a light on it through the branding part of this day, through the media part of this day. So yeah, I mean, and Jen, like, I'm not going to lie, like, I feel like your part of it should be infused the entire time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the fact that when we're creating a brand, we can overthink it, and that we need to kind of come back to center. And like, what you're going to teach is really going to help the women to be able to it's like the glue to all of what we're talking about. Because if we aren't steady and we don't have those boundaries for ourselves and we feel overwhelmed, we know it affects us in a way that affects our business. So I mean, honestly, like Jen, what you're bringing to the table is legit like the priceless piece.
And you can probably say this too, and I think I've seen it just in the mastermind you and I are in. It's like you and I'm working with it myself right now with what I'm doing. Like you feel like when you do create your brand, you're like stuck, right? But then you have to pivot, and that's okay. And I think so many people are so afraid to pivot and change what they're doing because they're afraid to be. They're like, well, they know me as this, but they don't know me as that. And it's like it's okay. You're still you, and like we're all human, right? We're all here to level up and to keep going and do better and be bigger and do all these things. And I think it's it's okay. It's okay to be that way. It's okay to do those things. And that's I think I think more women particularly need that permission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
to be
difference too
themselves.
between yeah, absolutely. The difference between though like a corporate brand in a business brand versus your personal brand is I believe the personal brand is fluid. It expands as we do, right? Like it is not one like because I started as a career coach, right? And it's kind of flowed into what I do now. And I can tell you the last time I've done a resume, you know what I mean? Because like it's not about like I don't do the same things anymore. My speeches have changed, my energy has changed, and how I make money has changed, but who I am has not changed. And my energy and my personal brand is the same. It's still these pink tutus behind me. It's still the color. It's still
I was gonna say
confetti.
as she's pointing at her tutu.
Like my personal brand is because it's me. And even as I expand or pivot, you will get to do that in a personal brand. And Raina will show us how to do it through our website and through our copy. I'll show you through content. You'll show us through how you express yourself, maybe even at home or around your, you know, your board, your coworkers, your whoever you've got like within your circle. And so like we get to live this big, beautiful, bold life that we've designed, and we're just helping you shine a light on it and kind of do it bigger.
Yeah, and this is what it's about, like, the whole thought of it being fluid, like, that hit me because Miranda has been talking about this, and we're part of Palette, and we do the networking, the women's networking thing, and when she told me that the first time, I had an aha moment, and I was like, "Wait a minute, like, there doesn't need to be any separation here. I have this like separate channel where I do my little lattes. I can bring it to the business. And I did. I do these latte learnings and then I love creating these events. And it's fluid. It goes all together and it makes sense when you stop trying to divide it and separate things and just look at who you are as core in your core and say, who am I? And show exactly who you are and stop with this like separation or I can only post this type of content here or this type of content here. We want these women to leave with the aha moment that we've all had. And we're like, this is who we are. And we are diverse in how we pivot through life, but we're not going to change the core. So identifying your core and figuring out how to successfully implement that digitally through your branding and your sales strategy. It's just first focusing on the core of who you are, and everything else will end up going through if as long as you have the right direction. And that's what this event is about, giving you the direction, that roadmap so you can go and implement it. But we're actually getting it done that day. Like we're getting the digital assets done. We're going to give you a digital plan on how you can use these assets and be able to set you on a way that's not just you trying to figure it out. We've done it. We know it works and now you can do it too. So it's giving back to other women owners.
And I'm just sitting here listening to what each of us are bringing to the table and echoing like what Miranda said earlier. And I'm like, why are we not charging more? Like, listen to all the things.
We will.
And we're not
Don't
charging
worry.
more because we know these women need it, right? Like that was
Because
the
it's
whole
our
point.
first event. It's a great teaser event, right? Like not for nothing. The
It's
50 years
it's needed. It is needed.
Yeah.
And if these women,
the
So
women
I
who
was
are
going
going
to
to end up
say
being
so much
90% off for Clifton Parks Park listeners. So I can't do
I
that, I
mean,
guess, at the end of
Well,
this. Never mind.
I mean,
Forget that.
it's already like 90% off.
well, I mean, it's a $20,000 offer for VIP, the high level VIP, and we're selling it for $2,000. I mean, there's your math. I mean, if you want to give a little QR code for like a high five for the Clifton Park, no, I'm kidding.
I'll give
I
you
mean,
a high five if you get a VIP ticket. We'll all do it too.
like think about a branding shoot, a website audit and strategy, sales strategy, business coaching, LinkedIn audit strategy. For my LinkedIn, I charge $2,500 for my training and my done for you work. $2,500 right there. For my mastermind, it's $5,000. For my for my, private coaching sessions, about 35 to 55, depending. You can get 20 grand from me in that one day. Not even, and I'm not even doing any of the tech shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I mean, even the audits, this takes a lot of time, and photography in general, and videography.
My gosh.
I'm gonna be sitting there with headphones on, sitting on the couch, watching Pop the Balloon. I don't know if you guys watch that on YouTube. We do, and doing this video editing probably for like 2 weeks. So it's worth it. This is your 90%
It's worth it.
off.
And you know what, Jen? Like, I totally get, like, why aren't we charging more? I joke about that too. But it's our first time doing this. So we're testing it out. We know women want to do this. Get in now before the next time we do it, it's twice the price. I mean, I'm not just being silly, but like, we know the value of this. And the women that leave, they are going to give us such like obvious proof that this was worth it. And they feel so lucky. Like, think about
excited.
All the women I've ever worked with and I paid a certain price for, as they've expanded their business and refined it, it's always gotten more expensive. I mean, not for nothing, like, you get out what you put in. So, I mean, you're actually here. We are over delivering on purpose. So those women who are in the audience paying $49 are like, holy shit, like, I'm going to need a ticket to next time immediately. And so that's what's going to happen. Like, these women are going to realize what just went down and they missed that opportunity, but they're glad they're in the room and they get to be first dibs for the next time we do this. Like, it's going to be a no-brainer. It's going to
I want
go no.
I want to talk about the space too. Like, Raina did a great job, like, really looking at different spaces for us. This space in particular just brings so many different opportunities. Like, you can look over the city of Albany, you can look over the river, you've got the kitchen, you've got the elevator, you've got that little cubicle, you've got the sayings on the walls and the floors and the offices. It's such a vibe. Like, it's just, that space is so cool.
It's definitely a great space, Raina, because for what we're going to do with these people, like the different rooms, like if you're a consultant, we have a consultant that's coming in. She's going to take photos with people sitting at the conference table, and we're going to stage her working with her. We can't bring in her clients, so we are going to bring in actors who are going to, it's going to be actors, right? And we're not the focus. She's the focus. And we're going to take photos for her website to show this is what she does. Then we're going to go into an office and it's going to be staged like her desk with the laptop, whatever. Like, and then we're going to go to a different spot and we're going to stage that and, walking down with her cell phone, whatever, me taking a selfie. Like, we are staging all these different in this like expansive location is truly expansive because it is going to give us so many different opportunities to showcase the type of work you do and who you do it with. So whether we have speakers, because we have speakers, we've got consultants, we've got business owners who maybe don't work directly with people. It's just like digitally. We're going to take so many different shots of them in action. So people going to their website or reading their content are going to feel what it would be like to work with this person. And that's what makes it a game changer when you're trying to sell your offers.
Yeah, as soon as we walked in there, we're like, this is it, because of the different the different scenes that we can create. And it's set up that it can be a full day. There's a kitchen in there, and there's a spot for us to go in and do the conference room. And then we can also do the presentations here and even a bigger area to do the panel. So it fit all of our vision. And I'm like, there's no other place like this that's going to be.
Even excited about the bathroom.
I know she did. She come out.
I was like, you need to come look at this bathroom. This is a good photo op.
It is, right? Putting on lipstick or something. Yep. Oh my gosh, hilarious.
The bathroom is gorgeous.
That's where I'm going to do my messy bun picture. That's where I'll prep it inside of that bathroom.
I love it.
I did want to just touch on a couple of things you said. Like, it is really interesting how LinkedIn becomes more relaxed. And I do agree with the COVID thing. I do think that was like a trigger that started it. Maybe it's not the reason. Maybe it would have happened anyways, especially with AI and all this. But I do think that the more we see the real side of people, because everybody's a dime a dozen. Honestly, like a developer, I don't even talk to developers because a lot of the times they're just like, here's the new WordPress, here's the new PHP, here's this. Like, I don't really care. What do you do? Do you play, like, I play piano. Do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Are you married? Like, there's all these questions that I would have that before I would ever hire a me, which I would never, but like if I did, I would want to know a little bit about their life and just know that they're a real person, that they're not some kind of stuck up, idiot, somebody that has like a personality. So this type of, even I was thinking about the photography that's going to happen, it is not going to be just, oh, I'm looking at the camera and smiling, at these pictures. These are action shots that are going to show what they do in sort of an abstract way, whether it be hands on a keyboard or, you're looking in a different way rather than these straight on shots that give more of a personality. And people trust that, whether it be on LinkedIn, whether it be on social, or just obviously a website. So I agree with everything you said. You guys did a bunch of different commercials. You had so many good sayings. I feel like I want to register them all as .coms.
Wrap
I
it
feel
up.
like, yeah, there's like, look, there's stickers.
These
That's-
just came in today, ladies, for the VIP
Yeah.
boxes. Should I?
Voila.
Well, I'll leave it as a secret.
Yeah, so we need to be a surprise.
Yeah, because the VIP, like, it's a whole experience. I want to first unravel there.
And even with the
You even
VIPs
have a,
too, like they can have different, clothing changes. Like it's not like just like, one outfit and,
Oh, yeah.
you do all that and it's not your typical like headshot opportunity. It's like it's in action. It's like what you're doing.
Have you ever
So-
gone to an actual branding photo shoot before? Anyone? Like, I think maybe Jennifer, you've been to one. Rainy,
Yeah.
you do them.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but also as the person getting my photos taken, and they're like, bring, 2 change of clothes. We're going to be there for, 1 hour and 2 different locations. And it's like, I got 85 outfits. What are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so I have to wear like a tank top under my shirt over with a jacket just so I can trick her into giving me a third look. Like it's crazy. Like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's hot in here. I'm going to take off this jacket. Can you see
Pick
it?
another one.
Like,
casual now.
I'm feeling hot. Let me put my hair up.
Weird. Oh, my glasses fell off. Can I get these black ones really
Oops.
quick? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like crazy. There's so many restrictions with
Oh,
listen, and
I mean, you guys just have to buy a ticket just for the entertainment factor of Miranda. Let's be honest.
I mean, seriously. I mean, hilarious. This is why. Anyway, so like the whole point is like, I am obsessed with I have a branding photographer. I'm obsessed with her and I will play in her rules. I will play in her 2 things, whatever. And I'll try to negotiate, MacGyver some things. But like in the end, it's a couple $1,000s for, maybe 5 to 6 shots that I'll use on my website, and the last time I did a branding shoot was a couple years ago and it's definitely time or whatever, but like, I do this work every single day. Every single day I do this work. It does not look like those 5 shots I took 6 years ago. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that was my moment. Too.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
and I think too, like, you look different in photos after years of doing the work. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I may have gotten a little thicker since then, whatever. But like, also the point is,
So was your bank account.
So has my bank account, my friend. Amen. Amen. Sorry, amen. But like, the photos are gonna look different because I love sound effects. I wish I knew you had those.
Now you tell us.
Now I would have been funnier.
But I think going back to what Miranda's saying though about like her professional photographer, I think what takes this a step further as well is that Lindsay is having one-on-one conversations with these women prior to the day. So they get to know each other beforehand. It's not just calling some photographer and being like, hey, I need a branding shoot. And you go there and they don't know anything about you. Right? This is a personalized approach to the photo, to the video, to the content, to the website, to the LinkedIn, to the sales, to the advocacy, to the self-care. Like it's it's an individualized approach for each of these VIPs. And then when we bring the audience together, it's you're going to be able to pick everybody's brain, and those VIP gets to practice their pitch that they learned earlier that day. So it's a whole full circle day and such a great opportunity, whether you're a VIP or whether you're in the audience.
Right. Yeah. You know what's funny too? So somebody asked me, like, why are you calling it an audience ticket? Why isn't it just like an event ticket, whatever? But what maybe it's not obvious on the website, or what they maybe don't understand, is like we are still taking branding shots and videos of our VIPs, and you're the audience. Like, you're in the audience. So say I'm one of the VIPs and I'm a speaker, but I don't have any photos of me on a stage that looks nice, or that I could use, because I have a client who's coming as a VIP. She just spoke at an event and she didn't bring somebody to take her photos. So there's no evidence that she was there, right? And no pics, it didn't happen, right? So like the fact that like she can't even post about it with a photo of her speaking on stage. It's like you can't get a job without a job. Well, you're not getting hired on stage if I've never seen you on stage. So every time I apply, or somebody says like, can you send me a link of you speaking on stage? If I didn't have a link of me speaking on stage, they'd never believe I spoke on stage. Well, the audience people are going to be in these beautiful chairs facing the stage. And there's going to be like a panel set up, of course, because we'll be speaking. But at some point too, each person's going to get up and introduce themselves, tell us who they are, what their expertise is. Tone's going to be recording that. And it's going to be a part of a little 30-second reel. If you're a speaker, if you're a consultant, it may just be like who you work with and what you do, so you could use it on your website. Like, there is just something so amazing about even just being in the audience, because even so, if you like what you hear that day, you get to maybe give a testimonial video too for one of the people. For me, for Raina, for Jennifer, for one of the VIPs, if you know them. Like, we're going to be asking, not for nothing too, like we're opening it up to the audience for Q&A. So you're essentially getting on-the-spot coaching for your business in any of our specialties. So yes, you are in the audience, but you're also like in a hot seat too. You're welcome. Like, it's crazy.
You're welcome.
I know.
I'm going to say once again, like, there's going to be a QR code that's going to go to offscriptbrand.com. I'm going to right now, it's going to still show us, but we're going to show the sponsors. Okay. So it's going to be there's even a jingle for Offscript. Come on.
my
You
gosh.
have to go now.
I'm sold.
So we're just going to play. The logos are going to be flying by right now. It's like intermission.
Offscript. Offscript.
Hey, Dan.
Clifton Park Spark Script. Clifton Park Spark Script. Clifton Park Spark Script. Clifton Park Spark. Clifton Park Spark.
I'm still dancing.
That was Raina singing. I don't know if you guys know that.
Thank you.
She will be
So
singing
silly.
at Offscript as well.
I love it.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a lot of information. I don't think I want to cover anything else that was particular. Like, there was a list of things, and without even me asking, you covered them all already. I guess
Probably
I did want to ask if you had any like final words on what you're specifically offering. You as a person, I get the whole thing. It's almost like the trifecta. I think you all have different skills that you're coming to this table with, and they're awesome skills, and they're very important in today's society, and I'm honored to be part of it, and I'm honored to be the husband of Raina too. But like, I think that each of you are going to bring your own individual talent and your own skill. So if you don't mind, just go round robin on your final word, make it dramatic, and there'll be music playing behind it lightly, and what you specifically are bringing to the table for the attendees. And Miranda.
So my training breakout room style is going to be helping them to position themselves as the one to hire, as the go-to expert with in their field and their industry and who they serve. So the positioning can be used obviously anywhere: websites, copy, per content, whatever. But once you get the positioning down, we can then connect your lived experience to your offer. And that is a different energy that comes out in your sales, which then Jen obviously will help you with. But to be able to sell yourself in the room or online is a skill that starts with your personal brand. And so that's what I'm going to probably help with the most, is helping you to connect that, your calling, to your craft, to your content, and then, of course, your profit.
Well said. What's your zodiac sign, Miranda?
I'm an Aries.
That
Interesting.
makes sense.
Is it? I'm a 6'2" mini Jenny.
Just start asking everybody that.
We'll end with our zodiac sign. So for me, besides the lattes, I'm bringing all the digital must-haves. I'm going to be looking at each of the VIPs' digital presence, and I'm going to break it down on things that they're missing, things that are coming off as things that they should improve, and what is working. Because I think we should start off, okay, you're doing a great job at this, but this is how we can elevate you to the next level. So it's going to be a session that is tied to what they need help with today for all digital needs. So we're talking about AI, we're talking about websites and their overall digital presence. On if they don't have a website, what should you be using and how you can still use certain tools that I know work to help connect the two. So that's my piece. I'm a Gemini, so I'm going to be bringing creativity throughout the whole entire workshop and day. So it's going to be fun. Definitely get a ticket. Definitely, if you feel like any of this resonated with you and you're feeling kind of lost in your branding, there's still room to sign up for one of our VIPs. So make sure you do that. And we're just excited to go off script and pull this whole thing together and see this all come to life.
Very nice. Off script. Jennifer.
Yeah, so, kind of piggybacking on what Miranda was saying, really helping them create like what their sales strategy is, who's their target audience, what are some out-of-the-box ways to get in front of them, what are their audience needs, like what are their prospects need, right? Like what can they bring to the table that maybe their competitor can't. In addition, I'll bring some self-care strategies, some self-advocacy strategies. I think, especially in sales, people are afraid to ask the question. And if you don't ask the question, the answer is always going to be no. And I'm a Leo, and I'm going to bring the roar.
Oh my gosh, that was perfect.
Hilarious. I love it.
Or should I go
That's
roar?
Do it, please do. And is it weird that I didn't say I'm doing LinkedIn? Like LinkedIn is probably the bigger piece that I'm actually bringing to this table. I know you're like, yeah, duh. Anyway, like personal branding on LinkedIn is really
Goes without saying, Miranda.
Your name is synonymous with LinkedIn. I don't even think that needs to be said.
well. Then my personal branding is done. So
It's working. if you want proof, there it is.
I mean, just Google me. LinkedIn comes up. Hilarious. Tony,
Yes,
what's
you
your
changed
sign? We're gonna be
I'll feature myself. Hello, my name is Tony. I will be bringing the digital side. Any digital tools that you use there were probably coded by me, and I will be doing the video production, any custom audio production, and I am a Libra. Thank you very much.
Wow, we have all this time.
Yeah, a lot of different signs. Weird, huh? I thought there would be some overlap, but guess not. Yeah. All right. Well, it's been real, and I will remind everybody that offscriptbrand.com is live. There are a couple more VIP tickets left, and there are audience tickets left. We're very excited to see you there. It is in Albany on May 8th, and there will be lots of links and lots of promotions, and that's it. So thanks for coming to the Clifton Park Spark, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're out of here.